Bam. Bam, we are on a global stage. Yes. Doc Sayapude. I'm on the stage to talk to you again on a great day. With a great day. We are here to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful conversation with our people. Let me see here what my sound audio quality is great. And we will get started. We'll talk to you again on a great day. With a great day. We are here to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful conversation. Yeah, on a great day. With a great day. We are here to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful conversation. All right, this seems to sound test. All right, this seems to my sound quality looks good. I'm closer to the device right here. All right, guys, wonderful. I love my sound there, and I think you like the sound as well. We have to get the ball rolling here, so let me get my entertainment. Let me get to my folder here. Hey, the first person that following voice is Sinoe, I want to say congratulations. Thanks for joining us. Sooner rather than later, we'll be giving prizes to the people. Those that will be the first to get on, the first person to get on will give you a prize. We're going to be working on that. All right. So let me load that sound. And I'll be monitoring it here from the other angle. Hey, Kiabe, what's up? How are you? All right, let's get the commercial here. And I will be right back. As you get on, please share for me. So your friends will be part of the show. Please do that for me. And you know, I'm a fan of the queen of traditional music. And she has the, it's not too prevalent. It's not too ubiquitous. You know, everybody, they've been playing some of her music. But this one, I love it. I just came across the video on YouTube. And so we'll start with that. Please share as you get on.
Hello to all my fans around the world. My name is Marie Nyenambo, the queen of traditional music. The only thing I want you to do to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on WhatsApp, I'm on Amo. Just subscribe to my channel. Promote me, my fans. Subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe, guys. Thank you.
National cheerleading. Basi konji aple chiko nini aple boso ko jabu yali. Andrew Sua. Isa Sawe. Tabela ne. Debe jibue. Kena nune. Labre juwe wade. Labra buwe serane. Nese juwe wade. Jeje pole serane. Eba jeje pole lu. Umumu depo. Eba bla 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 ya. Umumu depo.
Yeah, that's Sapo music. I love it. The queen of traditional music. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to Voice of Sinoe. In the diaspora with Sayapode. Let me not say the Western way. Sayapode. Those of you that follow the show want to say welcome to the Voice of Sinoe. In the diaspora with Doc Sayapode Esoteric. We are coming to you live from Prospect Park, Pennsylvania, these United States of America. All right, so you are special people and you got it here maybe on time or in time. So we like to recognize you. Hey, the host of the Sapo Nation, Cooley Morris, welcome. Mr. Panto, welcome aboard. Milton Shibad, how you doing, sir? Welcome aboard. Welcome back to these United States from Liberia. I see a lot of people, but I'm not seeing your name. So if I don't call your name, it's not on purpose. It's not delivery. I just try to. Hey, Mr. Colo, let me test my sound here, guys. Good. I just want to make sure my sound quality is good. All right, that is it. Mr. President of the Red River Valley, how you doing? All of you, as you get on, please share with your friends. Let it be part of the beautiful, fantastic, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious show that we have for you on the Voice of Sinoe. All right, let me get to the show here. Let's get the ball rolling. No time to waste it. It's 3:02. All right, so let me get to what I want to talk about today. Hope you're having a beautiful weekend on your side. I'm doing the same here. Things are wonderful. We had a wonderful Saturday yesterday with the family. We went downtown Philadelphia. Had some fun activities going on out there. It was wonderful. Mountain, how you doing? Welcome aboard. All right, so that is it so far for my weekend. Again, who you are doing the same over there, and we have a great show today. And so, don't forget to go to my YouTube channel, Madison Freeman. You go there, you have to subscribe as well. Okay, just hit that subscribe button, and that's it. And you will see a lot of videos from me because nowadays, for some whatever reason, YouTube now you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers in order for you to post certain videos. So I want you guys to subscribe. Madison Freeman, go on YouTube, and we are also live right now. You can also watch the show from your big screen TV. All right, so that's the preliminary information that I want to share. All right, so let's get to the stuff here, the main show here for the day. Let's see some of your comment are trending so far. I'm following you from my political home in District Number 5. Okay, sir, welcome on board, Mountain. I see Mr. Morris here. He said, "I'm watching you from the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. How are you, sir? Thanks for joining this show." And then Mr. James Panto, I'm watching. Okay, and thanks for watching and share with your friends. All right, that's all I want you to do. All right, so if you are just seeing the first lady of Voice of Sinoe, she also following the show. Welcome on board. I'm seeing this kind of long name here. Lord my strength, namely. How are you? Welcome aboard. Honorable Kilewi Alexander Tote, how you doing, Swinian? How are you, sir? Welcome aboard. Great. All right, let me get to my agenda here. Seeing the preliminary out of the way, let us get to what we want to talk about today. I see if you are celebrating your birthday out there, I want to say happy belated birthday to you. I just want to do a quick shout out to one of my friends, my brother from Sinoe County, the man who bears a whole political party's name. His name is CDC Boko Sawi. It's Boko's birthday today, so I just want to do. He's a contributor on the show. Sometimes he comes here to participate and for in discussions. And so I'd like to do a shout out to my brother. I think I got an image of him somewhere here. Okay, so this is Boko. So Boko, I want to say it on Voice of Sinoe. We want to say happy birthday to you. And enjoy your big day. We wish you many more happy returns. And I'm quite sure you are atheist. You believe in God, so may the God in whom you believe bless you and continue to protect you. Enjoy your big day, buddy. All right, that's my man Boko. He lives in Minnesota. All right, so let me get to something better. Even though that is also better. Let's see here. Hey, Gerju, how are you? You're working the show. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate your presence. You are wonderful people. All of you that follow the show and those that are yet to come. So, yes, my agenda for today. Welcome again if you are joining us. So, here's the agenda we'll have for you today. The first thing we'll give you, again, this is the Voice of Sinoe, so we give you developments from Sinoe County, Republic of Liberia. So we're going to first look at, I call that NEC, which is the National Election Commission or National Elections, I should say, Commission, finally certificates Representative Samson Q Wiah of Sinoe County Electoral District number 2. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. And next thing for our discussion today, we're going to do a fantabulous congratulations to Queen Carolyn Sampson, the Queen of the Graduate Association in the Americas. She consummated her union, I think, yesterday. Got married to this young, sagacious and educated young Sapo guy, a brother that's Emmet Blayee, I think. Yeah, they got married yesterday. So we're gonna play you some, share some images and maybe 1 or 2 video clips from the ceremony yesterday in Liberia. And next on the show that we're going to be talking about, I call this USAT or USAA, United Support Association in the Americas. Former president, okay? You got to note I say former president. USAA former president Geleo received a rousing welcome from few members of the Minnesota chapter. And so we're going to look at that. He's our former president, so we still have to cover him, even though the gavel is no longer in his hand. Also, we have on this platform for discussion is also our former president, so he cannot be sent into oblivion like that. And so we have to give you some activities of the president. So former president, I should say. Even if I say president is not a bad thing, because Obama is not the president of the United States, but he still calls President Obama. President Clinton, we can go on and on. And so Geleo is still president by virtue of the fact that he led us for 2 terms. Also, we have on the show former President Geleo's first message to the union upon arrival from Liberia. Former President Geleo's first message to the union upon arrival from Liberia. Okay, so we'll look at the president's first statement when he came from Liberia. Unfortunately, he found himself in the same conundrum as the former president of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. He went out of the country before he came to us. He was taken out of power. And so in the case of the United Support Association, it's not a coup plot. It was just a constitutional eviction of the president. Next thing we have here on the show is so that is the main content of the president's state. I will keep that for now. Another thing that I'll be talking about on the show that is called Honorable Esau Sargbeh urges all respecters. That is those that respect the Constitution. Okay, Honorable Esau Sargbeh urges all respecters of the Constitution to remain calm in the midst of temper and tantrum. Okay, we'll have that on the agenda today to go into. And this one I will call it breaking news. When the time comes, we'll talk more about it, but I will skip that for now. Let's get to something else here that I want to talk about. For our major topic here. This one also we'll be talking about for our discussion. The cry for a Sapo County is growing louder and louder. Do the Sapo people need a county of their own? Why or why not? All right. So that's the question we're going to be probing today. All right. Let's get to the major topics here now, since I have given you an outline. Yeah. So I think each of you have one of the talking points that you are interested in, and so let's start with the representative of Sinoe County District number 2. And let me get his image out here for us. So this is Honorable Samson Wiah. That's the representative of Electoral District Number 2, Sinoe County, Republic of Liberia. I think a couple of days ago or last week, he was finally certificated by the Elections Commission of Liberia. And as an ardent follower of the political activities in the county, I cannot be quiet when such a wonderful job is done in my county. He has been in the making for a long time. The representative, since he won the election, he was declared winner during the December 8th election. The opponent, Mr. Otello Kojo, or Nambe, other people would say, Otello Nambe wanted to become the representative through the court instead of through the ballot box. The people decided through the ballot box that they wanted Samson Wiah, but Otello Kojo said no, the man did not win. This is Otello Kojo if you don't know him. That's Otello Kojo there for you. And so Otello threw a political temper tantrum and went from every stage to subvert the will of the people, but that did not come to fruition. And so we want to say congratulations to Mr. Samson Wiah. Now, let me show you some images here, and then I will make some analysis on these images here. Let's see the first one. This is the first image here. This is Mr. Samson Wiah when he was endorsed by the people of Sinoe County Electoral District Number 2 to be their representative. And so when he went to the people, he toured the district, and he got overwhelming support from the people. And during that time, the people gave him, you see the object in his hand, that's a broom. The people of Electoral District Number 2, Sinoe County, gave Mr. Samson Wiah the broom. And somebody will be wondering, what does that mean? What does that indicate? I want to take the time to recognize the U.S. State Department Plenipotentiary to South Africa, Honorable Basilia Zarzar. Welcome to Voice of Sinoe, sir. All right, so Samson Wiah was given the broom that he is holding in your hand right now, in your hands, if you like. And I want to say one or two about that broom. You see, if you look at the broom, it has straws. They have those tiny things, that group of tiny straws put together to make the broom. And what somebody will be wondering, what the straws, what are they for? You see, the straw, each of them indicates or represents the members, the citizens of Electoral District Number 2. And so the broom indicates, because they amalgamate and they put a bunch of straws together, or little sticks together, because the people understand each of those things by themselves, they are not strong. You know, so if you take one of the straw for in there, you can break it relatively easily. But the people say, in order for us to be strong, for us to be robust, for us to achieve what we want with relative ease, the first thing we have to do is to put ourselves together. Let's come together. So that broom is a symbol of unity. It gives us strength. It makes us stronger. If you take the little straws away, it will be weaker. So the people say, you know what? In our totality, we have given you our authority, Mr. Samson Wiah, to represent us. And so that's when they approved, they endorsed him. Now, fast forward to 2021 April. Okay, the first thing, I just told you the broom is a symbol of unity. All those straws in it, each of them represents a citizen of the county. And so the reason they give it to Samson Wiah, the people are grappling with a lot of problems in the county. They are grappling with poverty. They are grappling with lack of roads. They are grappling with lack of access to education. the children are being injected with plasmodium, which results to malaria, and we can go on and on. And so the people said the broom is a symbol of authority, and the broom also is a device that sweeps, that cleans. It's a cleaning instrument. And so the people said, Mr. Sampson, we are giving you this broom, which is the symbol of our authority, but also use it to wipe away the corruption in the county, to wipe away the immorality in the county, the leaders going after little children, using them as girlfriends, wipe that away. And so Samson Wiah showcased his wife to the people. He said, this that you are asking me will come to fruition because I'm telling you, I'm legally married for several years. So Samson Wiah was given the authority. And now this is what I found quite impressive. I was following the brother closely. After the people gave their authority to him, the symbol that I just showed you, Samson Wiah, honorably, this is what he did. Let me get to that image quickly. This is Samson Wiah right here. When Samson Wiah this is when he was certificated by the Electoral Commission of Liberia. The broom is still in the guy's hand. And the reason why I was watching him, when the people gave the broom to him, I just thought after he got into, or after he should have been certificated, he will forget the broom. But no, he didn't. The broom is still in the guy's hand. He said, you know what? I cannot forget the authority of the people. So Samson Wiah still has the broom with him in the edifice where he was being certificated by the NEC. Let's show you another image here. This is him right here. The broom is still in his hand with the certificate, being certificated. So he's a great guy. I'm watching him closely. Very decent and humble guy. He was the only lawmaker when I went that took his time, left his abode, his house, and came to greet the common man, the regular man. That's Samson Wiah also over there with the broom still in his hands. The authority of the people. So he is clinging to that, the authority of the people, reminding himself that, you know what, I did not come here on my own. This is a reminder of what the people gave me when I went to the district to represent them. And so I'm still carrying this broom with me to sweep away the corruption, to sweep away the confusion in the county, to sweep away the malnutrition in the county, to advocate for rules to go to our children, to advocate for our children to get quality, to have access to quality education. After all, it's a lawmaker, so you're going to be sponsoring bills to improve the lives of the people in Sinoe County, Electoral District number 2. So we want to say congratulations to Honorable Samson Wiah for his preferment by the people and finally confirmed by the Electoral Commission of Liberia. All right, that's the first thing we want to talk about on our agenda. If you're joining us, welcome aboard. Let's go to the next thing here. By the way, if you are following the show, at the bottom of the screen, you have a number there. If you want to participate or say something of the topics that we'll be discussing, you are always free to call. I will put you on, or if you want to come live, just send me the link and I will inbox you the link. All right, so let's get to the next thing here. That was Samson Wiah. We want to say congratulations to the brother. All right, let's stay in Liberia, in the Monos land. Let's stay there. And we want to just do a congratulations to the Queen of the Grand Jury Association in the Americas, Carolyn Sampson, and Mr. Emmet Blayee on their successful wedding ceremony yesterday. Before I came on, I also saw some, they're still celebrating their union. So yesterday, that program was festive. It was wonderful. I love it. It was great. And so let me show you something here quickly. Let me show you. I want to play a quick video clip first, and I will show you some images from that program yesterday. And I would say one or two things. What I observe from the occasion. Let's see. Hopefully, I get the right one here.
Welcome in Carolyn to Liberia.
All right, so just a little video clip there from the occasion yesterday. Carolyn Sampson and Emmet Blayee. So I think her last name is Blayee now instead of Sampson. All right, so let me just show you some images from that occasion yesterday, and I will just say a few words, and we'll go to the next team. So that's the couple over there. They are suiting their union with a bookman we call osculation. They were osculating. They are kissing basically. That's part of the ritual or rituals of marriage. So that's Samson, Carolyn Sampson. There's another image here with the couple. There's another image of the couple there. Let's see. I got this another one here. Yeah, just beautiful, beautiful. All right, so again, I want to say congratulations to the couple on their union. We wish them the best, and those that can pray, their prayers are with you, so that your wedding will go or your union will stay on as long as the cord of life shall lengthen. We are proud of you, the both of you, young people. This is what we need. Get your partner, you do the right thing, and take care of, if you have offspring, you have children, take care of the kids and move on with your life. So we want to say congratulations to the couple. We pretty soon we'll see Emmet Blayee in the US. He was joining his wife, Carolyn Sampson. Now, this is the key thing that I like about the wedding yesterday. The attire, and not only the attire, the whole scenery, it depicted who we are. That's what I wedding showed to me yesterday. The people, they demonstrated that they are, yes, indeed, Africans. If I see us Africans try to mimic other people's culture, it bothers me. What is wrong with wearing your the attire, the clothes that are on those people right now? I will have a problem with them because now they are here traditional wedding. What is traditional wedding? That's African wedding. That's nothing about tradition. I mean, it's part of our culture, but that's African wedding. And so let's take that. So if you leave it and then you go to European wedding, then we have a problem. Why do you need the European wedding in order to be married? Your African culture is beautiful. It's nice. I love it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to get no limousine and drive around. People wear wet clothes all over the place. I'm wearing my traditional garment, and I want to osculate. I'll kiss my woman before they all cry. That's what Emmet and Carolyn, they demonstrated. That's what you are. That's your identity. Stay with who you are. Don't want to be other people. When the last time the European want to get married, they have to do, let's go to African marriage style. They go wear your costume. They do their wedding. After that, it's finished. It's about African people. After they'll call it traditional wedding. After that, then they do Western wedding. Why waste all that resources? Why waste all that money, the energy? Why can't put the money in a saving account for the children? You have to have another one, Western wedding. No. So that was great. That was great yesterday. The Ghanaian, they got this a line or phrase, Sankofa. It means return to your root. And so they went back to their roots yesterday. I love that. Congratulations. Now, let's get to something else that I want to talk about here. If you're joining me, welcome. Prince, how you doing? Samson, Robbie, how you doing? Tamani, welcome aboard. Robert, Doe, how you doing, Mr. Doe? Welcome aboard. Recognize Basilius already. I recognize Shekitode. No, not yet. And the rest of you. All right, we'll come to your comments shortly. Let's go to the next thing that I want to talk about. That was Carolyn Sampson, the queen of the Grand Judges Association in America. So we want to say congratulations to her. All right, let's get to the next thing. And then after that, we'll go on a quick commercial break. And then we will be right back. Let's see. Let me get you. All right, so this one, before I bring it on, I also want to call this a breaking news. President Geleo is not a regular guy. So his return from Liberia to the U.S. is a breaking news. And I will show you some pictures from that occasion of videos. So watch. Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome back to The Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, Dark Side, the Esoteric, coming to you live from Prospect Park, Pennsylvania, these United States of America. All right, so the Honorable President of our Union, His Excellency, and people will say, the man say the Honorable President. Yes. Again, the title President remains with President Geleo in perpetuity, provided if human being can live forever. But that is his title. The title will stay with the president, with the man. So I am calling him President Geleo because he led us for 2 terms. And we want to say congratulations to the president. So congratulations. So President Geleo, let me get that bullet. Let me get my talking point up there. Sorry. God's silent. So I say Usaa or USAA former President Geleo received rousing welcome from few members of the Minnesota chapter. Okay. You have to understand this man served a union. And when you say a union, you're talking about a group of people, different organizations, different branches put together to make a union. So in the U.S., they say they can also call it the union. They have multiple states and some even territories put together to make the United States. So likewise, the United Disciples Association, we have 6 chapters in the union. So we have Florida, North Dakota, North Carolina, Iowa, Minnesota, North Dakota, and what we call the tri-state region, the Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey chapter. So we call it the tri-state region. So we have 6 chapters in the union. So the President Geleo of the 6 chapters, he was the president. And the honorable man went to Liberia not too long ago, and he returned. And melancholically, sadly, President Geleo returned. Or while he was in Liberia, the board made an announcement. They wrote the financial institution, Wells Fargo, that houses our money. They also wrote another communication to the president, notifying him of his illegitimacy. And they also went into their meeting resolutions and stuff like that. They delineated everything. Why you see that President Geleo is no longer covered by the Constitution. They gave reasons, several reasons. The last show, we went through all the communications from the board. And so the president came from Liberia. Now, is the reception from the members. It was great. If I were in Minnesota too, I would have joined the crowd to celebrate the arrival of the president. It's a tough thing to fly for several hours. From here, from America, to be in a flying object machine, to be up there for several hours. And so it's tough. So the president made it to Liberia. If you get to, after Liberia, you from Monrovia, driving all the way to Drawson, it's arduous. It's tough. And the president and his team, they went through all of that. And so if I were in Minnesota, I would have joined the team to celebrate. That's good. Congratulations to a few of the members that celebrated the president's arrival. We were not there, but we also celebrated the man's arrival. Do we agree with him when he went on the ground where he did? No, we don't agree. We don't agree with him. But the reason I would have celebrated with him is because of the safe arrival. But I wasn't celebrating if I was in Minnesota, right? My celebration would be predicated upon the arrival of the delegation. It is not because of the details of the trip. Because if I look at the details of the trip, it's infuriating, it's annoying based on what went on the ground. The president of our union went to Liberia, and he passed through Grand Jeda County by way of Pine Town, where he came from, and the people did not say, "President, sleep over for the night. We have not seen you for years." And the people allowed the president to pass through. I don't know if it was in Drawson or one of those towns. And the president was calling the people witches and witchcrafts after the woman gave him a beautiful message. After the woman finished giving that beautiful message to the president, the woman said, the president, no engaging into witchcraft activities. Anybody who does that, you're going to die. And that's what the president and somebody were in the crowd. When I said, Wudio, Wudio. We are not witches. We are not wizards. Somebody needed to reply to the president. The fact that you are from America, you cannot just talk to the people any way you feel like. No, they are still human beings. They still deserve dignity, respect. So the president, I'm telling you the reason why I would not have celebrated the president, but I will celebrate him. All right. So I'm telling you the reasons why, if I look at the details of the trip. So he passed through that. He went all the way to Drawson. The national president of the United Sapota Association got in the capital city of Drawson Statutory District, and the people were going on the farm. Nobody to come and greet the president. No shelter for the president. The man was in the car. He was just sitting down because the team did not do the work. I want to show you something here. Let me show you something quickly. I want to give a little analysis here before I get to the arrival. There was something I'm getting out here. So this is what happened. the communications from the president's own supporters, what they were saying. Let me see one of the guys coming here. I got it on here. Let me get to it quickly. Where is my statement? Yeah, it's somewhere. It's somewhere here. Hopefully that's the right one, or else I will change it. All right. So this is one of the comments. Let me take the bullet point down. Maybe you'll see it clearly. And I'll read it from my end here. So that was when the president was in Liberia. There was a debate about the president. What happened? For which the people did not giving the required recession. And this is what the president own supporters were saying. Let me share this with you. I can see on the screen a little smaller for me. So let me get to it on something else here. Let me see here. It's a little small. Let me get to that quickly. And that's great. Right here. So that's what you're looking at over there. The president supporter, when the president was in Liberia, the president journalists, okay? This is what the president journalist wrote. The president journalist is my man, my brother, Samuel Sargbeh. This is what he wrote. And there was a back and forth with respect to why the president got poor reception, or better yet, zero reception. This is what Samuel Sargbeh, and he was right. Sometimes he says the right things, but he's not consistent. So Samuel Sargbeh said, Oscar Tuba or Tali. He was replying to one Oscar, or their Tuba actually, Oscar Tali Tuba. I'm sorry if anyone accused you falsely, because they were accusing Oscar Tuba of undermining the poor white people did not accept the president. So Samuel Sargbeh said, Oscar Tali Tuba, I am sorry for anyone accused you, or if anyone accused you falsely. The reception was poor because there were no plan in place to their arrival. That's Samuel Sargbeh talking at me. To everything we do, respect needs to be attached. Yes, we all know that they were coming to Bilibili City, but that does not stop them from putting together a committee for their program. Okay, he went on to say, writing Mary Dober is not an excuse. He was replying to somebody, okay? She is a city mayor and not your committee member or your program planner. Let me go to the next one. It says here, let me go down. Let me see what, writing Mary Dober is not an excuse. She is a city mayor and is not your committee member or your program planner. Let Chris Wale Nani, who is the coordinator, national coordinator, former, I should say, let Chris Wale Nani take the blame for the poor planning. Okay, that's what Samuel Sargbeh said. You see, so it was a back and forth why the president received poor reception from the people. Okay, after that part of it, because I'm an evidentialist, I don't like to say things without giving you a proof. And so that's what going on between the president team, the guys that supported him. The guy did poor planning. And so the people went on the farm. Also, ladies and gentlemen, when the president addressed the people, he said, where he is from Kabade, the president said, the people don't like development. They hate development. And you force it on the people. He went as far as saying, whatever the rain, when the rain comes, whatever the rain, something he said, but he is the hurricane. He was calling himself all these names. The president went as far, the people that took him, because the people did not give him the reception, hence, the team, the people that were on his delegation, they took him to Monrovia and honor him. So I'm telling you the details of the trip for which I will not celebrate him. On the other hand, the reason I was celebrating for the safe arrival of all the members. Okay, now let's get to the celebration of itself. I just try to give you some reasons. Okay, let's get to to what the president recession was when he got here. All right, so let's play a quick video clip here. Quick video clip. Let me see. Let me get to the video quickly. It should be around here. Hopefully, I get the real one here. That's the one I want. So, but before we go there, I like this sound bite right here. I like to play this sound bite.
And see me advocating for my national president, for my cabinet president. I hail from Sinoe County. I'm a cabinet woman. And see me advocating for my national president, for my cabinet president. I hail from Sinoe County. I'm a cabinet woman. And see me advocating for my national president, for my cabinet president. I hail from Sinoe County. I'm a cabinet woman.
All right, so that's one of the staunch supporters of the president, my cabinet president. I'm from cabinet and da da da. All right, so now let's get to the celebration here. I just like some sound bites sometimes to remind us about the people that the president surrounds himself with. What he said. My cabinet president, because I'm from cabinet. All right, let's get to the arrival here. All right, so that was the recession of the former national president of the United Cyprus Association, Honorable Geleo. And as a USAA former president, Geleo received rousing welcome from few members of the Minnesota chapter. All right, so if you look at the video over there, you see we are talking about union, right? And you see the union president came from Africa, and you just see few people they don't even fill the living room. Just few elements. The people, some of those people that are fooling the president. Just so of them was in so of them put together the dancing. I would have joined the dancing team. Yes, I would join chill. Hey, President Gio, yeah, President Gio. Anyway, so that was the celebration. And when you follow it, the president, when he was entering the building, that was his house, and they had the lapas on the floor. He's walking on the lapas. Like Jesus entering Jerusalem or whatever. But the problem is, what happened to Jesus after even the people did a pound star, he walked on it. After that, the people turned around and said, crucify him. Am I saying that President Geleo will be literally crucified? No. But he has been crucified by the people because he's no longer the president. That's what we call constitutional crucifixion. The president was crucified by the Constitution. But yet the people The few guys around here, they are not getting the message. You say, you know what? We don't care for that constitution. If you even listen to some of those videos, it finished. We are dividing. We get our own organization. I'm like, you serious? This, you see, sometimes I joke and I objectively criticize the president. I'm not an enemy of the president. I'm not an enemy of anybody. I love other people. I want us to do the right thing. So that is why when I come here, I say the good things and I say the bad thing. I'm not here to just say, oh, the bad, that. So, but you see, the president, Mr. Geleo, you see, when the people crucified Jesus, right? The crowd that said, Messiah, Messiah, Messiah. When the Romans, when they read it for Jesus, it was only Jesus alone that they took to the cross. Okay, the crowd went away, or they were standing by and watching the show, basically, if you want to call it that way. And so, what I'm saying, in other words, Mr. President, the Constitution, the board, they look at all the reasons, which I think they are valid, compelling reasons that they gave. The board, your term was expired, and because of the COVID, they say, you know what, let's give the president a distinction. And from August of last year to April of this year, that estimatively, or about 8 months, they give the president. And there was some stipulations that they put in place. The communications are all up there for you to read it. The president shoved everything aside. He gave all those things cold shoulders. Worst of all, President Geleo cannot set up an electoral commission within 8 months. He is unable to do that. In 8 months, the man cannot establish. The people have called upon him, like me and other guys, and on the social media stuff, and have our own talk shows and stuff like that. We have urged the president over and over, Mr. President, establish the electoral commission so the people can go and elect who they want. If they want you to be to remain the president, will get to Florida, they will make that choice. If they want somebody else, they will make the choice. But president will go to Liberia. Anybody that runs against me, I will be the person. But then when they ask him to put the electoral commission together, he doesn't want to do it. Okay, why are you running campaign then? He came to Pennsylvania to President Miles' inauguration instead of the man doing his job. He came to run campaign. But then he does not want to establish the election commission. So they both look at other reasons. The expiration of the president constitutional allowed term, the illegal withdrawal of money from the organization, the count, the contravention of the stipulations of the arrangement from the Elders Council, and they went on spelling out why the president needs to step aside, so that the board that is still covered by the Constitution can lead us until we get to Florida. And so that is where we are right now. So we're getting to, the board is making tremendous progress. Now, don't think because the guys are in charge, so when they go wrong, that's how you put it, will be quiet. I am watching closely. I am watching the guys macroscopically. Anything to the contrary will be brought to light. I'm not a supporter of the board, but when the board is right, we give them the pat on the back. Contrarily, if President Geleo does the right thing, we also give him the laudation. And that's what we have been doing, and that's why the voice of Sinoe is the voice of justice. The egalitarian voice in the diaspora is for equality. And so, President Geleo, the members that are pushing you right now, they're saying we'll have 2 organizations. Guess what? When that happens, the people, they will not be referring to those that are pushing you. Let me bring my honorable president here so I can talk to him. Let me put a picture up here so I can have a dialogue with him. I love this brother, but I want him to do the right thing. I want him to do the right thing. Let me bring the honorable president picture up here. So, Honorable President, or should I say former president, and I'm using the word president deliberately. He is still our president, whether he's in office or not. He served us. So I'd like to talk to my president here. Honorable President, like the point I was making, the members of the Minnesota chapter or other people out of state that you carry with you that are pushing this divisive rhetoric right now. If the organization is polarized, is divided into two, guess what? Your name will be going. Those people, they will not say that the people that are pushing, they say green divided the South people. It will not be something good on your resume. And so, Mr. President, as somebody who is in your corner, as somebody who cares for you, or all the people of the organization or Sinoe County at large, I'm calling on you, Mr. President, to not hacking, to not listen to the forces that are pushing you to have your own organization. Your legacy is at stake here. Your record, your resume is on the front, is on the line here. Any mistake, you see, Mr. Charles Croji is a very nice guy, but he has some forces that pushed him. And so they divided the organization for 7 years. Today, the history is on the legacy of Mr. Charles Croji. They also refer to Carolyn Blayee as one of the forces that divided the organization, even though she was elected constitutionally. So per the Constitution, she was the legitimate leader. And so that is still reflected on the resume of Charles Croji. This is where the guys are pushing you right now. You don't want to. You don't want that to be on your resume. It will be indelible. It will stay there forever. And so I'm calling on you, Mr. President. Do not honor their invitation, those that are telling you to have your own organization. If they want a separate organization, Mr. President, those that want to do that, let themselves come forth. But don't be the champion. Don't be the head of this group. You have done your part. The Sapo people gave you 2 terms, and you served the people. You left a mark. You built a nexus quarter. You carry other materials to the people. That is good. You have some glitches along the way. And that's what leadership is about. You can't get everything right. You will get some right, you will get some wrong. But your ability to listen to the people, and sometimes, not sometimes, but always make correction. But Mr. President, you did some good things. But in the same vein, Mr. President, you are not listening to the people. And guess what? You did not become president by your own volition. It was the people that gave you their authority. And that's why you are the president. And so when the people are saying things about you, you have to come back to the drawing board and reevaluate. When you see the sage, the wise man, the Nostradamus of the people of Sinoe County, that's how you put the esoteric, who was in your corner. If that's how you put the leaves, that's a problem for you. Because I do holistic and ubiquitous calculation before I make a decision. I multiple times, plethora of times, Mr. President, reach out to you. You are going astray. And it is time for you to alter course. We said it over and over and again, and Mr. President, to no avail. And that what led to our resignation. And other people started following after that. And then your team started falling apart. You started electing the likes or appointing the likes of Robert Tuba to be the publicity chairman, and we cannot get a sentence from him. You see, when you get the wrong people in the right position, they will not perform because they are not right for that position. So, I'm making this call to go in your corner. If you sit by yourself, you see the crowd. This is something I learned about crowd. Crowd, I'm not trying to talk down to people, but that's the nature of crowd. If you study crowd, group of people are not rational people, okay? And that's why when they call them mob, okay? There's the group of people that just don't think, they just do things that go by emotions. And so people in history that did the right thing, guess what? They are in a minority. And Dr. King wasn't in a majority, he was in a minority. Gandhi wasn't in the majority, he was in the minority. Nelson Mandela wasn't in the majority, he was in the minority. Mother Teresa wasn't in the majority, she was in the minority. And we can go on and on. So what I'm saying, don't go with what the crowd tells you. You're more than likely to be wrong. You have to sit down and think for yourself and say, what these people are urging me to do, is it in my interest or in the interest of the people that I think I will be advocating for, or for who, or people whose interest I want to seek? Mr. President, don't take that, don't honor their invitation. Do not allow the few handful of people. You have 6 chapters in the union, and when a few people in Minnesota pushing you, that tells you that you're not getting the unanimous support of the people. It's just few group of people that are pushing you right now. Listen to the voice of justice. Listen to the voice of Sinoe County. The lone voice in the wilderness are telling the people, you are going astray or you are going the right track. Right now, you are proceeding in the wrong direction. It's time to get back on course. If you want to become president, I'm not against you. But, Mr. Sir, the Constitution says after 3 years, we should go to election. The COVID, because of that, your term was extended. They gave you almost 8 months to establish Electoral Commission. You refuse to do so. The organization cannot run outside the bracket of law. We are an organization of law, and so we have to obey the law. You took an oath to defend and protect the Constitution, but you have become a constitutional deviant, Mr. President, and that's why the board said no. You are now on the right track. We got to take you from there. If you want, they are going to work now. We'll set up the commission. August convention is coming up. If you want to run, put your team together and come and run against President Francis Clark Myers, who has declared her intention to unseat you. And that will come to fruition, because I don't like your policy. Your policy of not obeying the law, the Constitution that you took oath to support. I'm a constitutionalist. I respect the law. Although I don't respect unjust law. If the law is unjust, I will follow Henry and David Thoreau and violate that law. But as far as I'm concerned, the Constitution, the law of the United States Association is now unjust. So there is no need for you to contravene the law. Now let's get to something else that I want to talk about with respect to the national president. That's my call. You have the right to listen to me. You have the right to listen to me, or brush my voice aside, my view aside. That's your right. But I think my call is in your interest. Don't take the invitation that the people are pushing you to divide this type of people. Don't honor that. It will not be in your interest. It will remain on your legacy forever and ever. Anytime they're talking about division, they will reference you. Green Geleo. We cannot forget Charles Crozier group and the other people that divided the type of people for 7 years. That cannot be forgotten. Keep that in mind. Now, let's get to something else here that I want to talk about, and I'll give you a quick commercial break here. Those that are joining me, welcome aboard. Welcome to the Voice of Sinoe. Let's go to something else here that I want to talk about quickly with respect to the president arrival here. Quick short video too that I want to look at. Let's see here. Where's my video? Right here. Sorry, hopefully I get the right one. Now, I am analytical detective, and so I pay attention to details. So There is something in that video that's why I'm playing. It's not because of the dancing, the pageantry, and all of that. There is something in that video for which I'm playing it. All right, and so I will bring your attention to it. I want to play for the second time. So pay attention. You will see it. Or if you don't see it, after it's done, I will point it out to you, or I will show it to you. Or let me just say it right now. Our former president, or if you like, our president, Geleo, look at his hand. What he has in his hand. It's a bottle of alcohol, okay? And there's a reason why I'm bringing that out. There's a bottle of alcohol in the president's hand, and he has been broadcast on the global stage, okay? The people are putting you on Facebook with a bottle of alcohol in your hand. Something is wrong with that. I don't know about you, but something is wrong. But let me play that video. Great. I'm quite sure you saw that. You saw the bottle in the president's hand. And the reason I want to talk about that bottle is because the union has been facing a lot of problems, okay? And there has been allegations and counter allegations from all over the place, okay? Allegations and counter allegations from all over the place. So President Geleo, people have been saying that the guys will congregate in the president's garage, and then they will imbibe alcohol or intoxicant, and then they will get on a teleconference and disturb teleconference, or if you like, teleconferences. Okay? The president of our union is on tape with alcohol bottle in your hand, so that justifies what people have been saying all over the place. You are a leader and you get alcohol bottle in your hand. Do you think you make good decisions if you're under the influence? No. I mean, I know you are excited, all of that, but don't forget you are a leader. You are a leader. You are not a regular person. A leader leads. You set an example. So if you're holding a bottle of intoxicant in your hand, what message are you sending to the people that follow you? Oh, it's okay to drink, to have alcohol in your hand and dance all over the place. You see? And so these are some of the problems you'll be having. President have alcohol bottle. I'm not saying you shouldn't drink. You can imbibe. That's fine. Do it in your privacy. Do it by yourself when you're home. That's fine. But you can't be having alcohol in your hand dancing, and you say you're a leader for a group of people. You represent, or you are the image of us. And so when the last time you saw Obama holding bottle of alcohol in your hand, walking, or Trump doing the same? Trump, who is the crazy guy, they call him crazy guy. When the last time you saw Trump doing that? When the last time you saw Clinton doing that? When the last time you saw Joe Biden holding alcohol? You are a leader. For a nation or a tiny organization, you have to put yourself in that position. So these are some of the problems we've been having in the union. The guys will go drink, and then how is it that you have an organization with all these smart people, and then one guy with few people in his garage, they will hold the whole program hostage. And then when you give president advice and say, this is what you can do to put stop to it, he does not want to take action. But he demonstrated it on camera, carrying alcohol in your hand. And the whole team, you had to understand the guys that were running, the Ortega, the Darius, and other guys. These are the leaders for our organization. Somebody is the financial secretary for my organization, and the person get a big bottle of alcohol in the hand. Is that a serious group of people? You are denigrating our union when you do these things. We are watching. People are watching. And so that's why brought President Geleo to where he is right now. And this one I will call it, these are some of the things. I can catalog a lot, but these are some of the problems. And so I will call this title here, What's my... I call this one. This is called From Grace to Disgrace. The downfall of President Geleo of USA. From grace to disgrace. And you know what brought the disgrace to the president? It's himself. The man himself brought the disgrace to himself. From grace to disgrace. This is a guy when he first came to power. I mean, everybody was excited. Everybody was happy. And that is why we took our money from our account. Or as a matter of fact, maybe on a pro bono level, because she herself is a member of the organization, the queen of traditional music, she made a special song in honor because everybody were together. And so we said, let's give the prestige our leader needs. And so she made a beautiful song.
Hello to all my fans around the world. My name is Marine Nambo, the queen of traditional music. The only thing I want you to do to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on WhatsApp, I'm on Amo. Just subscribe to my channel. Promote me, my fans. Subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe, guys. Thank you.
Nambara mula, nambayo, nasete bae. Choice Fair, National Cheerleading. Basi konji apre chiko, nini apre bosu koja wiyali.
Cheche Poleselene Oserane. That's the queen of traditional music, Marie Nyinambo. And that was the song that was made in honor of President Geleo and the members, the various leaders of our union. I'm speaking now from grace to disgrace, the downfall of President Geleo of USA. This was a man who the people honored. They gave him the respect that he needed. When he came to Philadelphia for the 2018 convention, it was marvelous. The president, all the local chapter, the president here, they gave him the honor. Everywhere, North Dakota, will have some issues. But at the end of the day, things went fine. Again, leadership is not a roller coaster ride. It doesn't go smooth. You got some glitches. You got some things along the way. From grace to disgrace. The president was at the top of the people. They carry him like the king he is. But unfortunately, he decided to listen to few people. You know, if you are leading a group of people and you sidelined certain people, especially the majority, you have a problem. You are taking yourself from grace to disgrace. And that's why the president took himself. When you have a group of people that you're leading and you bring in bodyism, you bring in cronyism, you bring in Kabadeism, you bring in Putuism, you bring in Joissonism, you bring in Cincoism, you have a problem, Mr. President. And so you started to sideline certain people. And the guys that are around you, they are saying, Makaba the president. You see, when you start doing that, Mr. President, you are leaving grace to disgrace. When the people tell you to establish an electoral commission, you don't do that. You are leaving grace to disgrace because it is your constitutional mandate. They give it to you. They say, you know what? You got to do this. You got to do this. It's called division of labor. As a leader, as a president, the Constitution is unambiguously clear. They listed your responsibilities, but you neglected them. So when you do that, Mr. President, you are leaving grace to disgrace. And so few people now, they couldn't even feel you're living wrong. Now they are the people that are pushing you to be a factional leader. So basically, you have become a rebel. Somebody says, oh, the man calling the president a rebel. Oh, yes. You see, a rebel can be a positive and negative. A rebel basically at the basic level is somebody who goes against rules. If you in a home, if you're a child, the parents, they give you certain rules, you break the rules, you have become a domestic rebel. If you in the country, then you disagree with the laws in the country, you can be a rebel that kills and a rebel without blood involved. Okay, and so you can also become an ideological rebel. You can be a philosophical rebel. That means you don't agree with certain ideas that people cherish. For example, I call myself philosophical iconoclast. I go against certain beliefs which I think are inimical. They are bad to our society. For example, the philosophy of religion, I got a problem with it. And so I become an iconoclast. I go against that. An iconoclast is somebody who breaks stuff, things that people cherish. So, President Geleo, if nothing is wrong, and the people say, the Constitution says that your term is over, and the other members say, no, your term is not over. Okay, read a document where it says. If you are still covered by the Constitution, of course, you can make the argument. But if you are not covered by the Constitution and you establish another group, you have become a rebel. You are going against the Constitution, even though the Constitution is not wrong. You are in the wrong. Okay? So you have left grace, and you have put yourself in the bracket of disgrace by the pushing of certain elements that see you as a Minnesota president. They don't look at you as a national president. They see you as a Minnesota president, as a Kabade president. And that's why you are left grace to disgrace. And unfortunately, fortunately, your name Green. Grace. Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let leave the president on that. And that's I give my Kenny advice to him. He either listen to me and listen to me and doesn't establish another organization, or you can go the contrary and establish another one, which would not be good for him. All right, so let's get to another development here that I want to discuss with you here. But before I do that, I'd like to look at your comments first. Let me look at some of your comments. They're trending right now, and then we'll go to the next thing. Let me bring that picture down. All right, so if you're following also, if you want to participate, you are obliged. The number is out there. The number is scrolling below the crawler over there. You can just hit that number, and you'll be part of the show. I will bring you on. Let me put it out here again, just in case you are not seeing it. So you can say, oh, the man, I be making out to talk. But because you like to listen to me and you don't like to talk, which I don't have a problem with. I usually say that. All right, so that's the number over there. If you want to call, if you want to come live as well, let me know. I can bring you on. So you send me the link, I will do so. Let me look at some of the comments that you have here. I'd like to look at some of the comments. Jala is on fire here. Got a lot of comments. There is a message in that. You should listen to it. I don't know what was he referring to. And that's Jala. That's let me see, got a lot of comments here. And we will be doing the wrong thing when we make him to come back. Yeah, I mean, Jala, if the people want the man, is that's the election has consequences, so if you bring the man back here, that's what the people want. So give the brother the opportunity. If he wants to become president, he can just come and participate in the election. That's it. We can stop him. Let the people decide. Now he become a president again. Okay, let me see. Let me get somebody else here. Jala is he's on it here. Then see Mr. Simley Penton. I salute Sammy Shibwell for this bold statement. That was the fact. Yep, that's it. I also genuine flag to the brother in submission on that statement. He did the right thing to call the president and his team out, or the guys that were accusing the wrong people. He was disgraced, and I love it. Man, we don't love that. It's just that he went astray, brother. Let's see. Let's see who here. Toted. Falling closely for Greenville, Santa County. Okay, thank you. And who else here? Kalewi, Alexander Toted, Sweeney said, Dag, thank you for the recognition, brother. I'm glued to my electronic devices to hear what you have on your plate for us today. Thank you. Okay, I just gave you what is in the package, a little bit more on the way. I think those are the. I just need. Those are the some of the comments. I mean, I'm not going to put everything out here. Let's go to something else. Let me see. All right, let's get to something else here. Let me get that statement down. It's kind of a little slow. The next thing that I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, on the voice is saying no. Let's see here. Before I repeat the same thing, Geleo message. All right, let's look at the message. I mean, sorry that the show is dominated, but let me before I get to that, let me actually go to something else, and I'll bring the president back. Let's go to the chairman of the board of directors, who is now the acting leader of the United Sapota Association, Mr. Esau Sargbeh. Let's bring Mr. Sargbeh on here for a second, and we're going to bring back the former president. So let's see here quickly his image of the chairman. That's the honorable chairman of the board of directors of the United Sapota Association, Esau Sargbeh. So I say that Honorable Esau Sargbeh urges all respecters of the Constitution to remain calm in the midst of tamper and tantrum. All right, tamper and tantrum. Okay, well, when you tantrum, when somebody, the babies normally do that, the kids, when they're angry, they throw things around, they say stuff. I don't like you. I hate you. They say all those things. That's tamper and tantrum. And so the chairman recently, since the decision was made for the president to step aside based on the expiration of the constitutional allowed term and not doing his work, neglecting his work, the chairman and all the members of the board of directors, I mean, it was unanimous. All right, it was unanimous with the exception of maybe one person or two, but all the board members, the decision was supported by all the members of the board of directors. I mean, again, there's a little the word all there. There's a little exception to it, though, But Mr. Sargbeh has been attacked by the few elements within the circumference of the former president. And so they have been going after him. They are trying to succeed, to have their own organization and everything else. They're insulting as usual. The Saturday show, all they do is insult the people, the leaders, so that is it's prosaic, it's everyday stuff. So, but Mr. Sargbeh, unlike the president, because the president language I will play, I'm trying to juxtapose, I'm trying to compare and contrast the message of the former president and the message of Mr. Sargbeh, who is now acting, and see the radical different linguistical distinction between the rhetorical distinction between the two leaders. Okay, the former president, on the other hand, calling himself a liar, and Mr. Geleo is saying, Mr. Esau Sargbeh is saying, calm down. All right, let me read your own words so you can hear what Mr. Sargbeh said in his own words. All right, and then we'll compare that to what Mr. Geleo said. Let's see quickly. Let me get to the message. She is right here, not too far. I think I gotta put it on the screen there for you too, so you can see it. I like to show you what I talk about, and so we can be on the same page. All right. So Mr. Sargbeh's comment here, and let me put it on the screen so you can see what he said for yourself. And I will take that bullet point down so you can see it in 4, so you can say, oh, let me block it. All right, sorry if you can see it, but I'll read it for you. This is what Mr. Sargbeh wrote. He said to my friends, family members, and members of the United Sapota Association in Americas, USA in bracket, who respect the constitutions, the USAA's constitution, I would like to encourage you to please remain silent and do not respond to individuals who referred to the USA Board of Directors decision as coup plot, and those individuals who involved in insulting me because they will be okay as we gradually manage the situation. The Board of Directors is constitutionally managing the affairs of USAA. As such, please allow the Board of Directors to stand to the occasion. Please treat this issue with silence because nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. And I think he quoted that's all. I think I call it short somewhere there, but I think he quoted on somebody over there. Yeah, and that's what the chairman said. I think that was a friendly message. He tried to calm down the situation. Let me see. He's trying to calm down the situation, and that's what leaders do. They don't set things ablaze. They don't set things on fire. You know. And so that's Mr. Sargbeh's statement then. Let it be calm. He said, let the people insult me. To my friends, I read that statement again. To my friends, family members, and members of the United Cyprus Association in Americas, USAA, who respect the USAA's Constitution, I would like to encourage you to please remain silent and do not respond to individuals who referred to the USA Board of Directors decision as coup plot, and those individuals who involved in insulting me because they will be okay. All right? As we gradually manage the situation, the Board of Directors is constitutionally managing the affairs of the USAA. As such, please allow the Board of Directors to stand to the occasion. Please treat this issue with silence because nothing strengthens authority so much as silence. Okay, that's what the chairman said. Beautiful statement right there. And that's what we need. People will get angry. They will throw tantrums. You don't incite them. The chairman is saying, you know what? Let them insult me. That's fine. They've been doing it for a long time, so it's not going to change me. See? When you are a leader, sorry, let me try to find something here. When you are a leader, you're going to be attacked. People will say all sort of things about you. Remain calm. It's not a party. Being a leader is not a party. I mean, sometimes it can be if you're doing things right. Even if you're doing things right, some people will not like it. But so we want to say thanks to the chairman. He's not. You will say, oh, the man that is the president. No, he's not the president. He is just doing his job as chairman of the board of directors because the Constitution covers him right now. So since the president is not doing your work and his term expired, the board say, you know, Mr. Chairman, just take charge until we can get to Florida, August. The people elect a leader. Hey, and you are out of the way. And then they're where we are right now. Okay. So thank you, Mr. Chairman, for that leadership. We appreciate you. Maintain that. We'll continue to talk to the former president to remain calm. Talk to his supporters to remain calm as well. They shouldn't put that rhetoric around. He shouldn't allow the people to talk about dividing the people. Okay, that is not in his interest. Him, Geleo, right now, he's looking at it from the media right now. But after that, it's bad for you. It will be bad on your record. So you don't want to divide the people. Now let me get to something that I want to talk about here. So, Mr. Sargbeh, thank you very much for that. Let me get to what I want to talk about here again. Let me do so. Honorable Samson, we are welcome to the Voice of Sinoe. Congratulations on your certification, and we look forward to working with you as the leader of one of our districts, electoral districts in our county. Congratulations. All right, let's go to what I want to talk about again. We are running out of time now. Let's see here. And let me get back to President Geleo. Sorry, we have to talk about him today. A lot of the talking points to President Geleo. So former President Geleo's first message to the union on the point rather from Liberia. All right, so that statement is crucial. So I'm going to call that a breaking news. All right, it's a crucial statement from the former president, and we're going to analyze it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Voice of Sinoe with Esoteric. Let me share this breaking news with you from the former president. I know the president dominating the show today, but hey, let's give him the courtesy. All right, so the national president, the former national president of the United States Association, Green Code Geleo, returned from Liberia a couple of days ago. Excuse me, I'll show you some videos. And the president, when he got here, the first statement he wrote, that's what on the screen there for you. If you like, I can put his, I just type it up, but let me put the screenshot there so you don't say, oh, the president, the man doing justice to the president. I like to put that whole thing there so you can see for yourself what the president wrote himself. All right, that's the president himself. That's the screenshot there for you. And the president said, the lion is back in the cave. Don't mess around its proximity. Okay, that's President Geleo talking, not me. The lion is back in the cave. Don't mess around its proximity. That was the message, the sentence that the president, or sentences are two. The sentence that the president gave us when he returned from Liberia, I think apparently upon hearing the news that he is no longer the president, based on the Constitution, the board made an announcement. So the president said, the lion is back in the cave. Okay. Somebody will say, oh, Doc, that's a metaphoric language. That is an idiomatic expression. And I understand that. So the man is not literally calling himself a lion. All right, that could be the case. But what is the interpretation? Well, we can interpret different way depending on where you look at it from. We know the nature of lion. Lion is a brave animal. I love lions. You know, I watch the videos a lot. I love to watch the animals, the lions, the eagles. I love the animals. You know, I just like their attitude. So those animals are predators. Lion is a predator. And the president is calling himself a lion. He's the leader of the people. This is the new title that we have heard, that the president put out. He hasn't been called a lion before. But now the people say you are no longer the president. He got here and said the lion is back in the cave. Now, I'm glad he did not say the lion is running Usaa. That would be a problem. But he said the lion is in the cave. So he got himself in the cave. The lion belongs in the cave. It belongs in the zoo. That's where a lion belongs. Because if you see a lion running all in the community, it's a problem. The police will be caught. The lion will be, they will put the noose on that stuff and carry it to the zoo, or if possible, if it puts its harm, they will kill it. So the lion is in the cave. Okay, maybe the cave in this sense is the United States, or it could be Minnesota. So he's now in the cave of Minnesota, where the guys can do anything. They can say anything. They can just ready after drinking liquor, and then they go to the bank and they go withdraw money. So they are back in the cave. Now, we can interpret different ways. Again, like I said, somebody was telling me, oh, it means authority, he's in power, and and all of those things. You know, okay, fine. But what about the second facet, the second sentence in that statement? Don't mess around its proximity. Who says that? If you are a leader of an organization or group of people, do you tell who were you referring to? You are leading people and you say, don't mess around my proximity. Don't come closer to me, in other words. That's why he's telling you. The lion is in the cave, and don't come closer to the cave. When you come closer to the cave, he's going to harm you. He's going to do something to you. And that's what lions do. They prey on other animals. They are predators. So the president said, don't mess. You see the word mess. Don't mess around my proximity. The people gave you the authority, and you say, you know what? Don't come closer to me. If you come closer to me, he did not tell you what he's going to do. But he said, don't mess around the lion's proximity. And the lion is not a good animal. It eats other animals. It harms other animals. So President Geleo continued to fall from grace to disgrace. So he puts all these different words around. The hurricane, calling himself hurricane. And now he's calling himself lion. Nobody should mess around the proximity of the lion. So from grace to disgrace, we continue to go south and south and south. I don't know who's telling him these things. All right, so if you see, you can see the linguistical, the rhetorical difference between the chairman, Esau Sargbeh, and the former president. You see the language. Esau Sargbeh said, you know what? You go out, lead the people, let it cuss me now. We are in charge. We'll just follow the Constitution. Let the people cuss me, let them insult me. Nobody should retaliate. Don't reply to their stuff. They say, oh, there's a coup plot. No, don't reply to them. Be calm. Silence is the weapon to such a situation, even though it's not always the case, you know. But that's you see the language difference between the two leaders. One is saying he calling himself lion, hurricane, will blow the people away. Roll up your sleeves when I get back from Liberia. That's what Green was telling the people when you're in Liberia. Roll your sleeves. The hurricane is coming. And then Gaia said the lion is in his cave. Don't mess around its proximity. All right, so those that are now celebrating with the lion, remember what the lion does. When he's hungry, when the lion is hungry, it's coming for you because you're closer to it. Okay? That's what they're telling you. Those of you that are singing, yeah. When I'm hungry, I'm coming for you. That's what Green telling you other words. All right? So that's President Geleo's statement. The radical distinction between the leaders, the way they talk, the way they tackle issues. It's different. Now, let me get to this major one here that I want to talk about, a major development from the meeting. All right, those are the two statements from the leaders. And let's look at the joint meeting here, the outcome from the joint meeting here. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful meeting. And it was the first of its kind in our union since the departure, or since we had President Geleo. We never had such a civilized meeting like that before. And so I will call this breaking news. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe with ESOTERIC, coming to you live from Prospect Park, Pennsylvania. And so this one I call the joint meeting between board and chapter leaders sends strong positive signal for 2021 Florida's convention. Joint meeting between board and chapter leaders sends strong positive signal for 2021 Florida's convention. All right. So yesterday, or day before yesterday, the first time in the history of the United States Association in Americas, for all the presidents to come on board, with the exception of one. It was the first time. And I was told reliably that it was the first time to have a meeting where no man and power cuts, no cussing each other parents. It was a cordial and respectful and affable meeting. Intelligent people, they met and they had a conversation about how to move forward in our union. So the board of directors, they called a meeting. I also told you, I just read Esau Sargbeh's statement. You see how friendly he sounds. He sounded. So Mr. Sargbeh called a meeting to talk to the members of the union, especially the chapter leaders. And so the chapter leaders were called. They came, that's the chairman, he called a meeting. And the people honored the invitation, the invite from the board. And so if you do not know the leaders, I'm going to show the images to you so you can know your leaders. The guys went to the meeting yesterday, and I will tell you the outcome of that meeting as well. Now, so that's Honorable Esau Sargbeh, you know him already. I just showed the picture first. Just for educational purposes, I'm showing these pictures. Some people just hear names and they don't know who the leaders are. So this is the president of the Florida chapter. That's Mr. Samson Brown. He's the host of this coming convention. And during the meeting yesterday, he was very enthusiastic and energetic. His vice president now following the show, Madam Tijala, is also here. Welcome, Bo. And so the president of the Florida chapter, he has glasses on. So let me show another image here. Maybe you can see him better. That's Mr. Samson Brown of Florida. And the honorable man, the president of the Florida chapter, reported yesterday during the meeting that they are ready for the convention. The members are enthusiastic, they willing, they are putting things together. They got 2 halls. And if we do not go, we'll forfeit the money. And so we can't afford almost $5,000 to give it to the people like that to go. And so the honorable president said, we are working out things and we are ready to host. I mean, what a million, what our population, we are here, we are ready to host you guys. So no fear. The state has relaxed the COVID rules and protocols, and people still wearing masks, but there is no prohibition against gathering and stuff like that. So the honorable made a report to the board on all the members. So that's Samson Brown of Florida. Now, another leader that attended that meeting yesterday was the leader, or is the leader of the North Dakota chapter, President Kolo. All right, President Kolo was in a meeting. Otelo Nyosua Kolo, the God himself, was part of the meeting yesterday. All right, so he participated, expressed, approved as well, like Mr. Brown did. They approved the convention to go on. He's also engaging the members, and they are also enthusiastic to come to the convention in August of this year. And so the president, Otelo Kolo, was part of the meeting yesterday. Wonderful to see the leaders of our union coming together in peace and expressing, saying the same thing, they're speaking in unison. That was wonderful. That's Otelo Kolo of North Dakota. Next leader that attended that meeting yesterday is let's just say the man that did not turn out. It's Mr. Casey Wiley of Minnesota. Mr. Casey Wiley of Minnesota, the president of that chapter, was the only person that did not turn out. And the only reason why he did not show up is because Casey Wiley said when the board made a decision to say the president is no longer covered by the Constitution, his constitutional allowed term is over, Mr. Casey Wallace said, why the board did not come to him first to consult him, to let him know that they're about to make this decision. I mean, I was wondering when Mr. Casey Wallace making decisions, does he consult the board of directors? For example, when he unilaterally suspended the mobilization chairman, Mr. James Yonte, did he consult the board of directors? No. As we speak right now, Mr. Jala has not been reinstated by Casey Wallace. He did not consult the board of directors to suspend a guy who is not a regular person, who is the chairman for a mobilization committee in his chapter. He suspended the man without consulting anybody. Even his own cabinet, the guys refused. They said, no, he can't do that. But he went ahead anyway. He did that. But he said, why the board took charge of the union, they did not tell him, so he's not coming to the meeting. So Casey Wallace did not come up. And we got to understand here, Casey Wallace is a puppet of President Geleo. He was handpicked by Robert Tuba. Robert Tuba, who the people gave $500 to buy copybooks for the children, and he ate the money. He was handpicked so that he was handpicked by the guys so that he can be controlled. He's not an independent guy. And so when Casey Wallace stays away, it does not affect the convention. It will still go on. But I think it would be wise for Casey Wallace to get on board. He can stay away because he said the board did not consult you. Why should they consult you to make that decision? Do you consult the board of directors when you're making your decisions? No, you're done. So why are they subservient to you? Are they honoring your authority? No, they don't. So Casey Wallace did not go to the meeting because of that. Why you not tell me when you're coming to take Geleo from there? So I can give my view to you. So I'm coming to the meeting at vest. And that's what we talk about the tantrums I will talk about earlier. Okay, so Casey Wallace stayed away. Now, the Iowa chapter, the president is Dave Coody. This gentleman right here. Dave Coody there. Let me bring my bullet point down. Maybe we'll see a better view. So Dave Coody is the president of the Iowa chapter. But Dave Coody did not attend the meeting for whatever reason, I don't know, but he sent a representation. The vice president was present. This gentleman right here. Mr. Abel Morris. Mr. Abel Morris is the vice president for the Iowa chapter. He was in the meeting yesterday, and he expressed a willingness for the convention to go on. And they are engaging the chapter. I'm quite sure Dave Coody would not oppose going to the convention. He wants the organization to have legitimate leaders. Yeah, so he sent the representation. The vice president was there. Abel Morris was there yesterday. Okay, all right. Correction, they said Dave Cooley is in Liberia, and that's why he wasn't part of the meeting yesterday, and the vice president deputized. So that's great. Thank you for that correction, Madam President, Delaware Valley chapter. Okay, so Abel Morris represented the Iowa chapter yesterday. Now, in that meeting also was the no-nonsense president of North Carolina, the Doyen himself, the pioneer of our union, one of the guys, Mr. Sam Youngley, was in that meeting. And he also expressed the desire for the convention to go on. And he does not hold back. He blasted at those guys for bringing the hurricane to us, for bringing the lion to us, that threatening when we get closer to the cage, it will eat us raw. So he blasted at those guys that brought the lion to us. So Mr. Samson Mr. Sam Youngley was there yesterday. He participated, and he also expressed the desire for the convention to go on. Now, the Cleopatra herself, the president of the Delaware Valley chapter, and by extension, the incoming president of our union, Her Excellency, President Francis Clark Myers, was also in attendance yesterday. This gorgeous lady right here, you can see she exudes leadership. You can see the from her equanimity, her son for, you can see that she's a leader. You know, she calm and relaxed and stuff like that. You know, so the president was also there yesterday. President Francois Myers. She attended the meeting, and she gave her unflinching support. She provided her unflinching support to the board of directors for the convention, August 2020 or 2021 convention to go on. And so right now, the various leaders of the union, they are working out modalities to make sure that the August 2021 convention scheduled for Florida to go on. All right. So this is a wonderful, great news. I was told there was no yelling yesterday. The people, not people getting on the phone and playing that gentleman, that rude guy, flogger, and then disturbing the whole meeting. No, nothing like that. It was professional yesterday. The guys expressed their views and they gave their ideas how the convention should work, what we should do for the convention to go well and stuff like that. So now they are manipulating ideas how the convention will be going on and stuff like that. So in a not too distant future, we'll be here to provide you with further details with respect to the convention. Hold on, guys. I got the call here. Let me see. All right, guys. Sorry, the little ones are calling me here. So that's the meeting yesterday was wonderful. The meeting with the board of directors, the various chapter heads, they were present. Let me make sure I don't miss a leader here. Let me look at all the images. But I think I showcased all the guys. Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, basically I cover everybody. All right, so the guys were there yesterday. It was a fantastic meeting. A day before yesterday, actually, it was a fantastic meeting. We want to say to the leaders, that's the way to go. That's what we want, for the leaders to be on the same page, so that we'll be able to do what we can do to help our people. We have been having a lot of back and forth, unnecessary back and forth, because of the intransigence of the former president, and we sooner rather than later, as a matter of fact, the storm is over now. Sorry, guys. That the storm is will soon be over. I mean, now people are a little angry, but all will be fine eventually. We'll get to the convention. We have the election. If President Geleo wants to run, he has the right to participate. We cannot the board cannot disenfranchise the guy. He still has the right to participate in the election. If he doesn't, that's also his right. That will make it easier for President Myers. If President Geleo doesn't run, well, of course, I will run against President Francois Myers. Fun here. Oh, hold on, guys. I got a call coming in here. Mr. Yonte, welcome to the Voice of Sinoe. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. How you doing? Thank you very much for the show.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I got a few things to say. I gotta go. So
yeah.
Well, thank you for the show very much. I appreciate it. I want to say thank to all these presidents, all the chapter presidents of North Dakota, North Carolina, for Philadelphia. So thanks. And for our president in Minnesota who refused to go, thanks to him. We still have to say to him because he on a way out. So if he didn't show up, that's fine. And the second thing that I want to say to the support people, we thank God that they lying. Support poker, support another team. That in the when they see something is in the cage, you see sometimes we speak the English and we don't know where to put it. When you are in the cage, you be controlled by the cage key holder.
Right.
So now we got lions in the cage. Now we can make our cacao farm and make our rice farm. And we can have a good food.
No, you said cave, CAV, that the wardy on the wardy.
My mother, I on the wardy. You do a mureta or murewadi, and you have
The more money water be and sorry, they are become most foundry. Almost chilling the sun in one day. Especially your money.
Okay.
So when everybody they word in a prayer plate, everybody word.
Okay.
Prayer everybody word is not do not we are doing if I way out do not. Mamu Bibo, the fire bidding to poetry now put it and never the settlement the other in a trade.
Okay.
Okay, any other word at very what the body what is that? Mam Waboy. One day they are created one day when we are calling this one. Now Jawa at Sawa, the son and there the Mujini. I want to say thank to all the people. One thing that I said to the people here, the decision was not made by one person. I know that they checked the board members, they have contacted all presidents or chapter presidents to want a decision. And the second thing that the only thing that I feel sorry for, that I personally will be able, after the fire go down, myself will go to these women in Minnesota and the people to explain the truth that the board members was all the decisions they were making. That the people from Minnesota will come back from the meeting and bring lies to these people. They deceive the people with the lies. That the people did not receive the real truth and make them to support some of this idea that Green was going about. I myself personally will make sure because Green was secretary. And every time he would say, the board don't like this one, the board don't like this one, but he is set at this meeting. And he fooled all these women. Because majority of the people that are behind Green are women. Majority of the people.
Okay.
So we need to go back. If we want, for me, if it's not with me, if they say they want for their own organization, I will support them so they can't even transport our own.
Why you think dividing organization will be a good idea?
Well, the Bible says when your right hand sinning and you want his left hand to sin, cut it off.
But is that a good advice from the Bible?
It's a good thing because you know what? The Minnesota people believe the organization for them. Without Minnesota people, the organization will not go nowhere. So to prove it to them, they can stay out, they can form the organization here, and we, the other some people who can have our organization, we can build an organization from scratch and make it better. Because if we continue to keep Minnesota in our midst, we'll continue with the same problem. Because every time we go somewhere, they show up that they don't want to run the organization, and we don't want it that way. So if they want to come back, they can come back, but they have to be on our people. We have to have the situation now that every leader, we have to spread everybody, not putting everybody in one state, and the thing they don't want to have the money. The thing they don't want to have everything. Just imagine before I let you go. Mm-hmm. Just come on a Queen content we have in North Dakota. They came there, they thought they had the money. But the Queen alone beat them. And she sat there. She went to Philadelphia and professed again. That Minnesota is not Minnesota, the only put that work in this country. Everybody works. But because people were trying to find ways to make it work, so they stand now, let's put it together. Since all the other chapters are, can you imagine, the people have meeting yesterday, there was no cussing. There was nothing. Everything went on smooth. Then you want to bring Minnesota back in the picture? If you love the cussing, if you love the Kia meeting or meeting, then you can bring them about, or let's leave all those things that I went by in the case. Let's leave them there, please. I beg you.
Yeah, but Jim, you don't think that's discrimination, though? If you say, let's leave the people, then they are also Sapo people.
I don't want to put that in the case.
So, but our job now, James, our job right now, before them, certain people were marginalized, and that's why we're criticizing Green. So we cannot mimic what Green did, a mistake he made. We cannot replicate that. So our job right now is to make the correction. Yeah.
My brother, let me tell you. When somebody, when you get a child, who run you around in the house? When you say, don't touch that thing in his house, they will never know it until they touch it. When I see burn the finger, the next time they see it, they will not go there. So now that Green ran with all those people that were behind him, they are all ran in the cave. Let's leave them there.
So, but let's look at the analogy. Let's look at the analogy. Your children in the house, right? Or your child in the house, they put their hand on the store and the store burning, and they came back again and put their hand on the store. You don't think we need some little medical intervention? Why would the child be putting their hand on the store all the time and the store burning? And you, the parent, you have to go to the doctor all the time. No, but then as a parent, you have to put in some mechanism. Huh? Now there.
You know, let me give you one story. There's a blue tongue. It's a little animal in the bush. They call blue tongue. When you are worried, the man keep telling you, say, start jumping. They play the put it now. Bring on that balance cycling. That is the no motive. Yeah, no, I thought the time I'm going to be better than Monte Jubilee and the Jubilee, they said you for the China Modon, they're different. For this yearly, about kids, today. So when the thing started from the beginning and the vocal attention for the people to listen and say, look, we are all one. That's the listen. First of all, you get constitution, you don't abide by the constitution, then who are you? So like I said, I carry money there, but your mood to buy business here. Please, don't forget that part. Don't forget the idea.
Okay.
That first idea, guys, just do the new one. The new people that are coming, they need an idea. You can't teach, draw, know all new kids. That's good. Please. All your idea, please keep it. We need more hurricane. If you have hurricane, kill people in the places. They won't be hurricane. Thank you for your show.
Okay, Jay, thanks for following. That's the opinion of our former mobilization chairman in Minnesota who was suspended by President Casey Wiley. All right, so let's climb out this show here, the last talking point here for the day. Yeah, and we'll call it a day. So the last one that I want to talk about here, thanks for joining me, James. Thanks for your contribution. Do I agree with him? No, we have different opinions, but that's the brother's view. He has the right to express it. So my goal here now, after Greenster shall have expired, our goal now is to put the union together. Let's put the union together and seek the interests of our people, because that's what the organization is for. It's not for ourselves here. I mean, we can do something to help each other out here, but the sole purpose of the organization is to help our unfortunate brothers and sisters back home. And also, let's try to reach out to. Right now, tension is high in conflict resolution. They say you can't make peace when tension is high, so we're gonna wait a little bit, so the tension will kind of die down a little bit. And of course, we'll reach out to the people. You gotta slow down with the sound, please.
Just need to work somebody.
Okay, hold on, guys. I'm having some technical stuff with my other device here. Yeah, so let me get to the next one here. We cut this up and put it back on. Pressing kind of function here on the phone. All right, perfect. So the last thing that I want to talk about before I leave is this question right here. The question of the cry for Esau County is growing louder and louder. Do the Sapo people need a county of their own? Why or why not? And that's something I want to talk about before I let you go for the day. Welcome aboard, our Queen Aura. Welcome aboard. So there has been debates. We had several debates on this issue of the Sapo people having their own county in Liberia. Not too long ago, I think about last month, my friend McCarvin wrote a piece and how the Sapos are under the crime and all of that. We had an interview with him and all of that. But prior to that, other people broached the idea of a Sapo County in Liberia. And this has been an intermittent debate. It goes on and comes back up and stuff like that. So it's like that. So the later development with respect to the Sapo County, issue of the Sapo County, It came from the son of the former state mayor councilman, Mr. Jai Quia, the late Honorable Quia, who just passed away. During his homegoing ceremony, his son gave a speech and reiterated the call for the Sapo people to get their county. Now, let me show the image of this gentleman to you. With I'll read the article. I'll share the article with you. So here's the gentleman here. His name is Roosevelt Quia. Actually, I'd rather say Roosevelt Quia. Okay, something like that. Okay, so Roosevelt is the guy, the son of the late Quia, who has brought the issue to the attention of the nation so that the Sapo people will have their county. So the cry for a Sapo county is growing louder and louder. But the question is, do the Sapo people need a county of their own? Why or why not? I mean, I will give my opinion. And other people, if you want to participate also, that's fine. But before I give my opinion, I'd like us to look at what exactly Mr. Roosevelt said with respect to the Sapo people advocating or re-echoing the call for the Sapo to have a county in Liberia. Let's see. Let me see. Let's give a better view of that brother. So Mr. Roosevelt Quia wrote here. Let me get to that piece quickly, and I will share that with you in a jiffy. Open this. So Mr. Quia wrote here. I think it was April 5th. The article was published 2021. So Mr. Quia said, the author of this article, Monrovia, Liberia, author and businessman, Kayet Roosevelt Quia, in paying tribute to his deceased father, the veteran statesman Oscar J. Quia, calls on the government and people of Liberia to grant the Sapo tribe its official standing. He goes on to say, the Sapo tribe is not officially listed among the 16 tribes of Liberia, and have been considered by many as a subset of either Crown or Crew or Crown, one of them. It goes on to say, it's a quote directly from the man, from John Roosevelt Quia, to the Sapo tribe, we are grateful. You are paying tribute. Quia is grateful. To the Sapo tribe, we are grateful. Quia is grateful. Your sacrifices for Quia, you must know today, is recognized. You were tortured, but never broken. You were beaten, but never discouraged. Your old and young were killed, but your spirit was never subdued. You never gave up Quia. And for this Herculean sacrifice, we will commit to the general welfare of the Sapo tribe. We cannot give back what you sacrificed for or for us, but we can, as members of this great, tribe, try or strive to ensure that the tribe is given its rightful place in this great nation of ours. Mr. Roosevelt went on, Quia was nothing without Sapo. With Sapo, Quia lives on, he intimated. The young Quia intimated as to why he makes this call. In his appeal to the president and the entire country, Mr. Quia states, today, His Excellency President George Wiah, we beseech you, or we beseech of you, in your highest wisdom, to send to the House a bill that will officially make and list Sapo as a tribe in Liberia. This is overdue because Oscar J. Quia could not be the one to do it. The cause he took up alongside other progressives was national. To have put forth the matter of absolute legitimacy and full recognition of the tribe who have detracted from the grand national objective. All right, so that was Roosevelt call for, but he was calling for the recognition of the Sapo and not a county. But other people are also saying, okay, if the tribe is recognized as a tribe in the country, it must also seek a county starter. So is it a good idea for the Sapo to have a county of their own? Well, here's my view, and Mr. Roosevelt Wiah made a case for the Sapo to be recognized, to be listed amongst the recognized tribes in the country. But I think you should have gone further to maybe one step at a time. We'll be talking about Sapo County. I don't know. But this issue of the Sapo County has been lingering for a while. And I don't frown on it per se. But I think there are a couple of things that we have to do first as a people. If we are serious about having a county of our own, I mean, tribal recognition, I mean, I don't know. But I think in order for us to be as a matter of fact, we wouldn't be campaigning for county status and tribal status and to be recognized in the country if we're doing what we're supposed to do. The first thing that is paramount for our recognition is to empower ourselves. Self-empowerment is very important. And by that, what do I mean? Self-empowerment could be formal education. Having more Sapo people, or at least all the Sapo people, the minimum in the Sapo land to have minimum of bachelor degree. Empower the people, give them knowledge. Once the people have knowledge, guess what? Everything else will come relatively easily. If we educate our children, educate ourselves, and we start to do things in Sinoe County, and we start to develop Sinoe County, people will start paying attention to you. And we start to have doctors, and we start to build state-of-the-art hospitals, schools, libraries, and different computer facilities in Sinoe County. You wouldn't have to run campaign. The people will know your economic power. They will say, you know what, these people, they are doing XYZ, let's do this. But if we turn our back on them, we just go after tribal recognition. If we talk about county recognition, or have a county of our own, and we don't have the requisite skills, the skills that we need to run a county, we will be doing the same thing. See, for example, like assume, hypothetically speaking, we'll have a Sapo County. Just look at the United Sapo Association in the Americas, or look at the Sapo Epoloebo in Liberia. Are we united? The Sapo Epoloebo in Liberia, they have their own issues. The other day when I was there listening to some of the young people, how the leadership needs to be changed. And I mean, a lot of people are not going to meeting. The chairman himself said that and stuff like that. So we have to stop solidifying our union first. Let's empower ourselves. Let's have medical professionals. Let's have technologists. Let's have engineers. Let's have people in different fields. Let the people say, yeah, these people are serious people. But when we leave that, so how is it that the president of the United Sapo Association in America, for example, his term is over and he does not want to do the right thing, to step aside, and he calling himself liar and da. Imagine you give a Sapo County Tell me if you can get our organization together, to be one, and other people are talking about breaking away. If you have a sample county, imagine what will happen. And you have to bring all these sectionalism and the other couple day and the other one Cinco and the other day. I mean, you have a lot of issues. So the first thing we have to focus on self-development. Let's empower ourselves. Let's build a county. Let's have medical facilities. Let's have nurses. Let's have doctors. Let's have engineers. We shouldn't have, one man is a king. We have one person in the place, then we rent. No. Let's empower the whole population. And so in order to do that, we have to first come together as one group of people. Let harness our resources. Let coalesce our resources. Let put our resources together and build strategic institutions in our county. Let the people see that we are serious. Let have electrician. Let get solar panel, build stuff, and power side of country, or power electoral district number 3, for example, where the sample people are predominantly situated. Let's do some things. Let the people see that we are serious. But right now we are fighting. So that take, for example, the other people are saying, my cabinet president. Imagine you have represented, we have a Sapo County, and this person is from one place. Other people will start claiming that person. Or let's play the other numerical card here. Democracy is about numbers, right? So if you look at the population of the people, the Sincon, they have the highest population in the Sapo area. So if you have a Sapo County, for example, and only single man is being elected because they will not lead their song. And you have that, what kind of situation will come out later? Right now, the 2023 election, they are saying, oh, the single man should sit down, no single man should run, because single man has been there. Is that democracy? No, it's not. Democracy is a competition. The person who gets more numbers wins. Okay? So right now, if you have, okay, we have a Sapo County, and then we play into we'll take a page from the playbook of Lisa Farley, my cabinet president. And other men say, oh, my cabinet representative, or my cabinet president, or my Sincon person, and we'll play these cards. You think other people, the section will be represented in the Zapo area? It will be just the Sincon because they are in the majority. And so the point I'm trying to make here is, let's leave this sectionalism. Let's focus on things that will empower us, educating the people, our children. Let's do what will add value to us. And these, I think Jesus, I'm not Jesus guy, but he says something along the seek the kingdom of God first, and everything else will be added. So our first is to seek the kingdom of empowerment, self-empowerment, education, and those things that we need. Then everything else will follow with relative ease. Other than that, what we're doing right now, we're not serious. I mean, if we get it, hey, that's the good news. Certain few people will get jobs here and there. But do we have the manpower, the intellectual wherewithal to develop that place? Do we have the capital? Do we have the resources? So in order to get the resources, we first need the knowledge. Let's have the knowledge base. When we have that, it's easy. We have rich Sapo people in Liberia, rich Sapo people all over the world. It'd be easy. We have some millionaires. And I will be one of the millionaires, I'm working towards that. We have, the world has 100 and some more, it ain't even 3,000 billionaires. So like you say, in the Sapo land, we have maybe 20 millionaires or billionaires. Do you think you're going to run campaign for Sapo County? No, the thing will come easy. You have the capital. You have the intellectual power. You can get those things easily, but we don't focus on things that are major. We focus on frivolity. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's how we are ending the show for the day. All of you that follow the show want to say thank you so much. We've been on for a while, and we have to go. And the reason we stayed on is because the show, we don't have a specific time right now. We're still working on things, and so we'll kind of have a lot to discuss. But we'll try to. I think the shorter, the better. People enjoy it when it's shorter. When it's too long, people running away and stuff like that. But we want to say thank you to all of you I'll call a few names that I can see, and then I'll call it a day. I want to say thank you so much. You took your time. You could have been doing something else, but you're here with me, so I want to say thank you very much. I want to recognize a few people. Gedrugo, thank you for following. Tamale Murray, thank you for following. Wally George, thank you for following. Appreciate you. The Iron Lady, the person from the club, Queen Orowle, thank you for following. The Cody Murrays and others. I mean, I've seen a lot of people, but I'm not seeing your names. So I want to say thank you so much for following the Voice of Sinoe. We will be with you next week on the platform. We'll give you the notification so that you will know when we are coming on. But we want to say have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and we wish you a fresh week. Let's put the Queen back here of traditional music, and we will talk to you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Marie Nyinambo. I'm one of the Liberia Traditional Musical Award nominees. You guys vote for me out there. See you in Liberia. I know you will vote for me because I have my fan down there. Vote for me. See you.
All right, nobody knows the future. And so we are making the call to all of us, all the leaders. We have to be cautious of what we do. Nobody knows the future. This specifically, it goes to our former president, President Geleo. Nobody knows the future. We don't know, or you don't know, none of us know the future. And so don't let certain people to jeopardize the future. The call for the factorization of our union, don't allow that call to go through. It is not in your interest. It is not in our interest. It's not in the interest of our people in Liberia for whom the organization was established. That being said, enjoy your Sunday. I'm out.